Hello, it's me, Jeff Africa, once again. I've been screwing with the light. Hopefully this is better. I had to do this over because my camera wasn't autofocusing, so we'll see what happens here. It's been so hot here. It's been 109 degrees a couple of days ago. You know, that is unbelievable. It was tough to get through. I've been having a hard time functioning at all. But here I am, and hooray for this. Okay, so here we are, my third video. Okay, now look at the goal of falling from the head to the heart is a tricky business. Okay, we can't think of it as we would think of any other goal. All right, it is you can't over focus on it. You can't drive to it. You can't want it too badly. You have to kind of fertilize the ground. Okay, which is demagnetizing the head, magnetizing the heart. Fertilize it and let it sort of descend upon you of its own accord. Almost God's grace is involved here. So we can't think of it as a goal in any other form we would want to achieve something with. You know, I was explaining to you how I went through that process. I went through the last video of feeling like an athlete or a prime champion, trying to get to the best goal or the best gold medal there are, which is higher consciousness, a shift in consciousness. But you know, you got to be careful with that, because in a way that's true, but you got to be careful with it because you can't think of things really in that way, it's something we have to keep in mind. A friend I was reading, Andy Shaw, went through a process. He wrote a great book too, A Bug-Free Mind. He went through a process one time of complete allowance, complete self-acceptance, complete self-awareness, all the way, forgiveness, all the way, levels of that, and he came across enlightenment. He said that something descended upon him that he termed enlightenment. He said it was the coolest of the cool, but if he had been looking for it, and if he had been striving for it, it may not have settled on him. So that's the model we're going to follow. He said that probably there are monks in monasteries trying to get there. But they're too focused on it. He said if he would have been focused on it, it probably wouldn't have come. So that's the model we're going to have pertain to as we move forward, or at least be aware of what he went through as we want to achieve this goal of falling to the heart. You're going to see the difference in me when it happens to me. Okay. There's going to be a difference in my voice. There's going to be a difference in my overall resonance. There's going to be a difference in my aura, energetic aura. There's going to be a difference in the way I speak, and you're going to see the palpable difference it is when you're a being that's operating from your heart. Okay, you're going to be more genuine, more authentic, more all these things that you're going to notice and pick up on when I achieve what we're trying to achieve, that we must not think of as achievement. Okay, see how tricky this is, it's going to be you're going to know, you're going to see the difference in me, and that's going to make you want to do it too. As an adolescent, I had fallen into consciousness perceptive areas where there were no problems. There were no problems. It's hard to understand that, but life. There just were no problems in life. Go out there and get life. You had nothing to lose, everything to gain. You're in such a good place, and that's it would be minutes, a couple hours, maybe my whole life, early on. But that's what we want to get back to. I have to get back to that, because since then, the fear-oriented mentality is essentially the mentality that says, I'm going to get to a place, I'm going to get to a certain situation, a tough situation, and I'm going to be uncovered for the fraud that I am. Okay? I'm going to be uncovered for the weakness that I am. That's essentially a fear-oriented mentality, that we lose that sense that there really is nothing to lose here, everything to gain, but we lose that, and we think we're going to lose something if we get into the wrong situation, the wrong way, and everybody's going to find out what a fraud we truly are. Okay, that's the fear-oriented mentality, and I've fallen into the type of perception and an area where that didn't happen, you know, and it was really, you know, it was really wonderful, but it was happened by accident. It would go, like I say, a couple of minutes, an hour or two. My whole life I fell into that, and so we want to keep in mind of that. I've thought all along, and we all think this, that there's something great here. Okay, there's something great within. Okay, I can be a great person, but I haven't been able to put it or piece it together. Okay, I haven't been able to get to it. It's there. I can't reach out and grab it though. I'm trying to grab it, but it doesn't happen. And that is what we're looking at too. Why? Why is that? We all feel that same way. There's so many things, a choppy sort of reality that we're dealing with here, there, over there, and we can't get to that place where we all know there's a certain greatness there, but we just can't access it. And this is what we're going to get to here. In the hole I fell into, I lost the ability to feel friendship. Even to this day, I don't know that I can feel friendship the way you feel friendship when you're younger. You know, you siphon through in 4th, 3rd, 2nd grade, you siphon through people, and you end up with a couple of friends, and you feel their friendship when you're around them, and you feel it, and that's what makes life worthwhile. The ability to feel friendship. I lost that ability. What good is life not being able to feel friendship anymore? I'm not connected to anything, not connected to anybody, not connected to society in the same breath. And non-connection, you know, connection is what we're about, is what makes life life. Yet I lost that ability. I'm a lone wolf character, okay? It's part of my nature, and I don't mind it. It's fine. I won't be having a lot of people around me a lot. I don't know that I want that. But when I come across a friend, when I come across the potential, I want to feel that friendship, okay? I want to be there for that friendship. And during this whole hell life I've lived, I lost that ability to feel that friendship, all right? And that's what we're fighting for. That's what we're going to achieve. That's what we're going to get to back to again. As we grow older, our heart, when you're kids, you're a combination more. The heart's there, the mind's there. As you get older, the heart dies away, falls away, and you become totally trapped in your mind. And you lose the heart sense of things, and that's what happens, and that's when life becomes unsatisfying. You know, it's unsatisfying living life in the head, trapped in the prison of the mind. I had no desire to do anything. Nothing. I had no desire really to do anything. And the desire is the agent of God's will. You know, that's how he gets you to do stuff. And I had no desire. I was in such a depressed, off-putting, sort of anxious, torn up state, you know. And that's no way to live your life either. There was a wall around my heart, okay? I became recently, which is great, the idea of a wall being around my heart. You know the Pink Floyd song, The Wall, or the whole album, The Wall? That's what it's about. That's what I found out later. It's about the studiously building up of a wall, brick by brick, as we go through experience in life, the studiously building up of a wall around us to protect ourselves from being hurt or vulnerabilities and those types of things. We have that wall around us, and it's a matter of dissolving that wall. This whole process, we're gonna have to get into that too. The wall thinks it's your friend. The wall is an energy, and it thinks it's protecting you, but you don't want it anymore. But you have to. It thinks it's your friend, but you know, at some point, it's not your friend anymore. You can't experience life anymore. So we must talk to it as a friend. We must say, "Look, I want you to dissolve. I don't need your energy as a wall around my heart anymore. I want you to dissolve. We're gonna think of something else for you to do." You know, and that's the way we start to begin to dissolve that wall, because that's crucial as we move into the heart. As I become a heart-centered human being, you're gonna, like I say, you're gonna notice that there's a certain sensual texture to the moment. You're so much in the moment. You're not on the time track anymore in your head. You're so much in the moment. Reality takes on a certain sensual texture to it. I've experienced this. This is with the help of psychedelics, but I've experienced this where it becomes a true gold, a true treasure. Every moment does. No ordinary moments. You've heard that before. That's what happens. There are no ordinary moments in life. There is no boredom in life when you're in the heart. Okay, it's just a wonderful place to be. A good example of that is bandmates, teenagers. They want to create a band. Okay, and they set about starting that band, and they create songs, and they do all the stuff, and they're together, all for one and one for all. They're the Musketeers, and they dream of the day they make it big. They put all their attention really on that day when they can play in front of thousands of people who adore them, get an album or two under their belts, get famous, get rich, get all those things that that we shoot for as a goal, and they put too much stock in that. And when they get there, the tragedy is, in a way, a tragedy, is it isn't really what they thought it would be. Okay, it's not all it's cracked up to be. There's a whole bullshit system we have in America everywhere, I think, that tends to screw all that up and turns into a big mess. Really, what happens also is egos get stimulated. When you start to get big, egos get stimulated. Self-important gets stimulated. All of a sudden, what was a band of brothers becomes a band of separate entities, all vying for positionality and power trips, and it becomes an unsatisfying process. And and the BS of fame, really, all that sort of stuff, so full of shit. That is it doesn't pan out the way you think it would pan out, and we've missed the fact that those early moments as a bandmates, all for one and one for all, were some of the most precious moments, and we missed that in a way, thinking of the future, really, rather than understanding that there are no ordinary moments. And this is one of the most fantastic moments of all, the early beginning of all being all in it for one another, and creating songs, and knowing how worthy and worthwhile that is. I have never really cared to travel, okay, because it was just simply taking my lousy head to these places, no matter where it was. Himalayas, right in the middle of Paris, and it would have been souring that moment, and so there was no sense really in traveling anywhere, as far as I'm concerned, not until I get where I want in my own arrangement, in my own reality arrangement, which includes falling into the heart. So I never cared for traveling to Asia. I never cared for traveling to the moon. Never cared to travel to the Bahamas or Fiji or the Orient. Anything. I don't care about any of that stuff. Neither should we. For the time being, we're setting that aside. We care for traveling from the head to the heart. That's the travel we're going to do, okay? We're going to put all the other travel away, our ideas away, and this is where we want to go, from here to here. This is the most wonderful place to travel. We can also create from the heart, okay? We can, heart-centered creation. This is straight out of Joshua Ben Joseph. We normally, in the 3D world, with our egos, we create by will. Okay, we will things into existence. Okay, that's what Madonna really was all about. She had a couple good songs, but she wasn't really particularly better than anybody else. But she had that will that her success into being. Okay, and that's one way of doing it. I was never particularly good at that. I have a lot of respect for people that do. Sting, the Police. It's a matter of will. They will it into existence. But you can also create with the heart. You get what you desire, you place it in your heart, and you cultivate it in your heart. And the universe itself arranges itself so it can give you that experience. And it's a much more pleasant, much more wonderful way of creating through the center of the heart, okay? And that's, we're going to be studying and looking at that too. That's a better way of going about things, much more pleasing and appealing to me than a matter of will. I'm going to, because there's lack of satisfaction in that. So that's what we have looking forward to us too. Fair enough. Okay, now I think maybe I'm getting close to my end here. I don't want these to get too long. And here is this is my new point here. My funny thought of the day. Okay, at the end of every video, there's going to be a funny thought of the day. Okay, I told you how deep, dark depressions I would have, okay? I'm telling you, on the weekends it'd be pissing me off. I'd work hard all during the week, get home and get depressed on the weekends. Sitting there in the middle of my room, getting depressed, looking up, seeing the cockroaches walk out the door. I'm going, hey, D'Artagnan, Aramis. I named my cockroaches. where are you going? You know, I thought we were, you know, we had some. No, no, we're out of here. Okay, you are just no fun. Okay, you're heavy and you are depressed and you're no fun to be around. And we've had enough and we're out of here. And I go, hey, I thought we were the Four Musketeers. Come on, you're all I have. I'll do better. I promise I'll do better. No, it's too late. We are out of here, and that's final. So I thought of the funny thought of me renting myself out as a fumigator. That you hire me, I come and sit right in your living room, you go away for a week, you're on vacation, and by the time you get back, every living thing in that household will be gone because they don't want a piece of this darkness. You know, that's that's the funny thought of the day. My name is Jeff Africa. I'm a citizen of Earth. I'm a loyal patriot of the United States of America, and I am not afraid. And I have these four at my back. God herself, Jeshua ben Joseph, Paramahansa Yogananda, and Mother Earth. These are the four I've chosen. These are the four I have allegiance to. These are the four I am loyal to. These are the four that cut my check. These are the four I go to when I need help. These are the four that are going to help me get this done. With these four, I cannot fail, and I owe them everything. And what a fantastic thing that is. So as we move forward, you must remember, never forget, the game is afoot. All right? Okay, I'll see you next video. Bye.